guys, it is Cypher here, and today I'm bringing you guys a review on the Tier 5 Premium German medium tank, the Panzer IV. Now I love this tank at Tier 5. It's got a very chunk of health for a Tier 5, let alone a Tier 5 medium tank, and when it comes to ramming, nothing at this tier beats it. It's quite a good silver runner for what it is, in my opinion, and you can really tank it out with even some Tier 6 and 7 heavies if you absolutely have to. Now, even though the gun's a bit lacking, there's something about this tank that I like about it. Maybe it's the fact that you can ram OI to death. I don't know. Anyway guys, let's get into these stats. So as we can see, here this has a Maybach HL 210P30 engine producing 870 horsepower, which is a crap ton for this tank, giving it a 24.45 horsepower to ton ratio, with a 55 km/h top speed forward and a 20 km/h reverse speed. This engine has a 20% chance of fire on impact, so I would carry a fire extinguisher if you play this tank. Now onto the gun. This is your typical Tier 5 German medium tank gun, the same one you get on the Panzer IV-H, the 7.5cm KWK L48. Now at 4.29 second aim time when you get it, you can get it around 4 seconds. A 1.71 second aim time with 0.39 accuracy at 100 meters. This thing has a 700 meter view range with 20 degrees of elevation and 10 degrees of depression, so you can work ridge lines if you have to. Onto the tracks, it's 29 degree per second rotation speed and fairly decent ground resistances. Now the turret, it's essentially the same as a Panzer IV-H turret, with the same specs. It's got the FUG 7 AUS F radio with a 720 meter signal range. It gets your standard Panzergranate 39 ammunition with 83 to 138 damage and 83 to 138 pen on the standard, with a 790 meter second shell velocity, and the same damage with 119 to 198 pen on the APCR with a 988 meter second shell velocity. Now onto the armor. This thing gets apparently one of the most armored cupolas at the tier. So the cupola is not really a weak spot on this, with 91 to 120 mils of armor at that spot. The upper plate is 71 to 90 mils at a 45 degree angle. There's a few spots on the sides there. Now that spot near the back that you see, that is spaced armor where there are a pair of tracks over the hull. And the lower plate is 51 to 70. The sides are where you really want to aim for on this tank, or the front of the turret, as it is only 31 to 50 mils thick. And the sides and rear of the turret, along with the tracks and the top part of the cupola, is 21 to 30. With all the spaced armor on the tank being 1 to 20 mils thick. Anyway guys, now that we've seen a bit about these tank stats, let's watch it in action. See you in the gameplay. Okay guys, here we are on the Ravaged Capital map in a top tier game here. That it's something a bit special about this game. I'm not going to ruin it. However, you may have seen it on my channel already as I uploaded the game as itself. So I'm going to start off here. I'm going to rush up ahead. It's showing here this thing has a great power to rate ratio, which really gets it up to its top speed quick. I did accidentally pit maneuver this. I think that's what it said. Ram 2 there. And I did apologize, but he got a bit salty about it and decided to shoot me right about here. But hey, what you gonna do about it? So first I was deciding to go over there, and then I saw an M5 Stuart and thought, well, I might as well go get an easy kill. And there's a lot of little light tanks over here and extremely light vehicles in general. So as you can see here, this little Stuart. And as I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this thing's ramming capabilities by pushing the Stuart up the vertical wall. And then try and get the kill on that tank there, but can't. So I spin back around. At first I decide to go for the Stug there, and I see the Panzer II-G. So I shoot him once and then ram him to death. There's an M3 Lee there now, and he's playing the M3 Lee correctly, that guy. Props to you, what is it? Briggsy 0023, someone who knows how to play the M3 Lee. You guys do take a round to the back of my tank there, but it does not penetrate. I go ahead and ram the infantry lead to there. Then back up in the great power to weight ratio. This thing allows me to get enough acceleration to get up and ram that Ps4 to death. And my tracks are low enough here, even though there's a heavy tank over to my exact rear now, which I didn't seem to notice until now. I decided to head up there and try and get rid of their T67. So I go up there, knowing that it's a dangerous tank, but he misses. And I think it was at this point that he decided that there was no way he could get up and tried to get another shot in. And I don't manage to get the kill on the AMX-40. It's about now I notice their artillery is spotted. So I swing back around this other road here. And as I say guys, this thing can really get around the map if it needs to. So I'm going in for the artillery here, and it's a bit of a bad play by me driving straight. So I end up taking a hit from the PzKpFw, and it damages my ammo rack, but repair kit fixes that. So once again, get the tracks back up with a good repair crew on this tank. So I start heading over towards the Stug here, and I did kind of make the mistake here of sitting side on to the Stug once he blew my tracks off. Instead of just getting going, I decided to keep taking shots. But I did get one shot into him there, allowing the infantry on my team to kill him, as I ram a Ps4 to death from full health. As you can see guys, I've picked up 7 kills now. Every single one of them has been a ram kill. So I'm going along here. Now the infantry is with me, and there's not a lot of tanks left on either teams at this point, but we are holding the upper hand. So I'm powering along here, trying to get this kill on this ram too. And I'm going along, running at full speed, and this surprised me a bit. The ram actually survived a hit from the ram panzer here. I really want to get the kill with a ram. So I ram him again, oh, he still survives. And as I go in for the other ram, the infantry shoots him from over my shoulder, and I did get a bit annoyed at this point as I shot him. But then I see an OI experimental up there. And I take one pot shot at him, he blows my tracks off. Again, the repair crew gets this up really well. The joys of having repairs and track mechanic on your tank. But there he is, an OI experimental, he gets shot once. So I go in for the ram and boom! Killed an OI experimental and myself for the win at the end here on Ravaged Capital. So as you can see here guys, he picked up 8 kills with 3,300 XP base, and also the times 3 event. So I ended up getting 9,900 XP, 83,000 silver, 2,400 damage done, Top Gun, Radley Walters and Cool Headed. Okay guys, we are here in the second game. We are in a top tier game once again on Port. So I'm going to head down to the area I like to use on this map in the gravel piles, and just really demonstrate the speed of this tank. As you see, I'm already going over 30 k's just because of the power to weight ratio, and once I get to my top speed it holds it. So I'm heading down here, and it's about here I think, just when I cross the road where I start to spot some enemies. Our BT7 there managed to kill himself at the start. I'd say he must have drove off the bridge. There I see 2 enemies over there. Then I spot a T67 and a Largo there. Pulling a nice little handbrake turn there, and using the slope to get more gun depression, I start shooting at the Largo there. He manages to get a shot into me. That doesn't matter, I get 2 shots into him and miss the 3rd one. That doesn't matter because I'm going to pull around here and find the border, unfortunately. So I go up over this little mound here, start looking for other targets, but then see the Largo again. So I aim in, miss again. And the M8A1 there shuts down the Largo. So I then see another Ps4 and he gets hit big there by, well, I'd say artillery, and I shut him down. There's a T-67 there who's decided that he's going to go poke the Hornet's nest. And I try to go in for the ram here, but I don't quite have the traverse on this tank. This tank does turn really slowly, so I just pulled the handbrake and shoot him with the gun. So I'm now going to move up through these fences here, and there's a Hitzer and a T1 Heavy up here. So Hitzer move forward, I take a shot at him first. First shot rolls nice for 117, the second shot not so much, rolling for 96, but it destroyed his engine, and the third shot finishes him off. And a bit of RNG here on the T1 Heavy, I pin him the first round, second one bounces or hits his track, third one bounces, get shot by an AT2, shot again, so I back up into cover here. I bounce again off the T1 Heavy, and I bounce again, so I go back to manual aim here. I shoot him right up Main Street. He starts turning around, I pin his engine deck, and by the time he turns around, he misses his shot and he is shut down. I do get shot by a gup here, and this is when I should have probably pulled back a bit, because that gup is firing full APCR as I bounce a round off him there. That AT2 is still shooting at me. I take a shot there trying to destroy the train car to see if I can shoot the gup through it. No, once again take a shot at the gup and miss. I think I hit the end of the train car there. So I decide to try and back up here using this tower as cover. So I pull straight back. The AT2 does take a pot shot at me there and misses. So I reposition forward again, then slightly further to the right to hide from the AT2. And now that I know I'm not spotted, I pull around and head towards the enemy base. So at this point I figured if I can shut down the artillery, it'll give the two tanks at my base, the T-67 and the Su-76, a chance to survive a bit longer. So I'm rushing around the edge of the map here, and I spot the Electo, but I decide he can wait as I want to get rid of these artillery pieces. Now there is quite a dangerous tank there in LEF, and he misses. The M37 also misses. Now I'm missing my shots in the M37, so I put the ram panzer to use in its natural habitat and ram him to death. Now the LEF starts rushing me, I start rushing him, and he whiffs one over the engine deck of my tank. So I go around, fire two shots into him, and the third one shutting him down. Now I swing it around and I start heading back towards the base to see if I can help them. The Su-76 just got killed. Now there's an invisible Electo who doesn't get spotted until just then. He does manage to get a pin on me, but me and the Electo's so light I wouldn't take any damage from ramming him. Now there's an AT2. He's full health and I'm a one shot for him, so I decide that I'm not going to try and engage him yet. I'll try and wait for my T-67 buddy to come over. So I back way up until we're both not spotted, so I'm out of the 50-meter proxy range. And I floor it and hope that he misses. Yeah, I don't spot him and he doesn't spot me there, which is good. So I'm rushing over here to see if I can help my T-67 buddy, but he seems to have everything under control with that Tier 3 German premium medium tank there, the PzKpFw. So I swing it around here and try and meet up with him. Now we're both not doing too well in the health department as I nearly flipped my tank there going up the bridge. So we're pulling along here, and of course the one pipes I try to run into are indestructible. So we're heading along here just around the edge of the factory, trying to find this AT2. We find him there, I take a shot on the move and miss. Take a shot when aim, try and go for the tracks, it bounces. He's backing up, I aim again and bounce. So I rush into cover here so he doesn't get his gun on me. And I'm waiting for my T-67 friend here to make a move and turn his gun. He's pointing his gun back at me again. I'm gonna see if the T-67 there can get eyes on him. And now that I see he's in cover, I move up and head straight around behind them. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of cover around where he is. Even though I get a side there, he whiffs around straight into the pillar of that hill. Of that building there. But when I try and get around, there's a building blocking off the only path that I have to go. So T67 lands 2 nice hits into the back of the 82, 3 nice hits. The 82 is a one-shot kill, so I load up premium rounds and I decide I'm going to try and go in here and side scrape. I pull over here and I pull up against the wall. And then out of the blue, the 82 decides he's going to rush me. So I back up and I try to slam it into forward, but oh, and I'm dead. Now the 82 is pushing. He's rushing towards our T67 here as I switch to his view here. T67 is a one-shot. The 82 misses. He slams on the brakes here. Tries to cap, but is unable to. See, he's hiding on the corner of this building here. He's trying as hard as he can to survive. Now he's trying to figure out which way the 82 is going to go. He's spotted again. So he decides that he's going to head off and try and flank around the 82. The 82 knows where he's going because he was still spotted. So he hangs wide around here. Tries to pull it in, going underneath this area, trying to sneak around behind the 82. He comes up here, drives through the gap. But unfortunately the 82 is still over to his right and the T67 is a slow rotating turret and he hits the pipes and he dies. 7 kills and unfortunately it was a defeat. So guys, having a look at the post-game stats here. Got 69,000 silver with 3,300 XP. A Devastator, Top Gun, along with a First Class and a High Caliber. So guys, that's how it seems to be. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.